What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode number 33 of Damn That's Good with Big Salinas Barbecue. I'm your co-host, Rainy Salinas, joined by my brother, Junior Salinas, and of course, our producer that is behind the scenes, Chris Bustos, who gets everything ready for YouTube as well as to go on Apple, Spotify, all those um, sites where you can download and listen to this podcast. We got a good fun episode coming at you this week. So let's get this party started.
Hey. Yeah, we've got a great episode. Last week, we kind of dove into a new segment that we're going to run inside the pit. We talked about binder or no binder. Definitely it's up to your choice. This is only our opinion on it. So use what you want and do what you want from there. But let's go ahead. Let's get into it because we got a jam-packed episode and not a lot of time to do it. So let's get into it. First, thank you to all our sponsors, which are
Holy Smoke Spice Company, Prairie Fresh, Brothers Keepers Barbecue, Meat Hugger, and of course Mad Cow Cutlery. Be sure to check them all out on all social media sites. And then of course all our small business shout outs. Which one you got this week?
I have got one that was done by our producer, Chris Bustos. Had some guy come out, fix some stuff in his new house he's renting. It was Able Appliance Repair. They guys do a great job. You can hit them at ableapplianceservices.com, or you can get them on Facebook at Able Appliance Repair. They do your refrigerators, washers, dryers, ice makers, microwaves, garbage disposals, or your ovens for sure. So any kind of need you have in that area, hit these guys up. They're highly recommended by Chris Bustos and of course us here at Damn That's Good for Big Salinas Barbecue. So hit them up, let them know we sent y'all, and get in on any repair you need done around the house.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mine it's called United Hail Pros. So if you have a vehicle that has some hail damage, with the recent storms that have come through, maybe in the past, and you're kind of iffy about getting it repaired, be sure to check out United Hail Pros. They will take care of you. Right now, they have my vehicle. They've done our mother's vehicle. They're going to do our dad's truck as well. Mine, they are going to battle with the insurance company to make sure they get everything on that estimate so they can get everything fixed at once. So that is a good thing about working with United Health Pros. So be sure to check out those small businesses. Let's get into this episode. Easter coming up. I know you're talking about getting a new grill. So what did you decide on getting?
I have decided we will probably make that purchase tomorrow, I'm guessing, because we're going to try to do some scouting Friday night for the upcoming opponents. This week we kind of have a bye week. Next week we got to have 2 games. But I'm going with the Weber kettle. Mags and them talk real good about it. I've read reviews on it that are real good. So the one I'm going with will be, I think, the Master Touch is what it's called, the Weber Kettle Master Touch. And it'll be there so that I can finally enjoy some grilling. Yes, I know my way around the grill, not as much as probably some of y'all, but that's just because I've had to live in an apartment and been stuck with not being able to have one. Now that I'm at a house, it's time to break it out and break out the skills, dust off the rust a little bit.
Yeah. So what is going to be the first cook that you're going to do when you get it?
No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot.
I'm thinking by the time this airs, we will have already done it, but I was thinking of just something small, maybe some this weekend, throw in some hot dogs, some hamburgers, and maybe a rack of ribs or something like that, just to kind of see what I can do from there. And of course, with it, the possibilities are endless, but I think that's what I'm going with as the first kind of cook on it, and then we'll just kind of go from there.
Yep. Yeah, that's a nice little cook. Some hamburgers, hot dogs, whatever else you're gonna throw on there. It's definitely gonna be a good cook. We got Easter coming up. Um, what we want to know what everyone's cooking. What are your plans for Easter? I know Thursday and Friday I'll be doing some stuff for catering for a wedding on Friday the 15th. So Good Friday. So it's going to be kind of hard to be able to smell those briskets, see those briskets, and not being able to kind of taste it. But uh, I'm gonna be honest, I'm still gonna have to do a taste test. So
you have
you gotta do a
to.
taste test. Um, but that's gonna be my busy weekend next weekend. We're off cook-offs until the 22nd. So when we come back on the next episode, we'll probably do a little bit delayed, just to kind of get those results to you that same weekend. So we'll probably have a busy weekend next, the weekend after.
And where are we going on the 22nd?
We will be in Weatherford doing a CBA cook-off. And they're going to have a town hall meeting on Friday night to talk about, CBA, the rules, meet and greet, Kevin and Laura Caldwell. They are North Texas and out-of-state directors. So if you want to meet them in person, be able to talk to them, talk about CBA, barbecue, all that kind of stuff, be out there. I think they're having a kids queue one day, chef's choice, beans. It's going to be a nice little cook-off doing, chicken, ribs, pork butt, brisket. So if you want to get into it, definitely something to go out there to do it. More money because you're going to have to spend, the meats. But hey, it's a fun cook-off. Timelines is, it's going to every hour you're going to be turning in something, so you should be out of there a lot earlier than normal, back home, and be able to have, some sunlight for the rest of your night on Saturday. That is where we will be.
Sleeping. Sunday's Easter. Yeah. I think hopefully you can get out of there we did one in Weatherford the last time, and it was the one downfall I think that we had was just they took so long for the judging. There was like a 2-hour gap for the ribs, and then another 2-hour gap for the brisket, and then of course you got to add judging time and all that time. So we were there kind of late, and so that's a late night coming back, definitely for sure. But it's a fun cook-off. I have never been to one that you've done with it, so I'm excited to go to it. It's kind of a different when you call, instead of them calling your number, if they do it here, and they may not, I don't know, but they're pretty consistent on it. They've done it in the past where instead of calling your number, instead of 62543 and you have everybody doing it, you go and you kind of pick up a walk-up music. So they know who's going to win. They're going to play the music who corresponds with that ticket winning, and you have a little walk-up music to it. So there's no, it makes for a kind of quick not a quick results. Which makes it kind of fun too, because like I said, it goes quick because sometimes those results thing can go and drag on for a while as well.
Yeah, they will be doing walk-up music. They do have that at every cook-off. I do have mine already picked out. Of course, by my brother from another mother, Luke Combs. You just have to wait to, hear that song. Hopefully we hear it about 5 times.
Are you playing Beer Never Broke Your Heart?
Nope. I'm playing one of his new songs. That's all I can say. One of his new songs I heard.
Okay.
But, had to change it up. But yeah, that's a good thing about it. You don't have to worry about, numbers. You just have to worry about, single round judging, turn it in. Once you get done, you're able to see where you rank from first all the way to the last. Every single meat category overall. You're getting your scores for each one. You're getting some notes from the judges. Don't go off the judges. The comments go off the scoring. And then just kind of use it as a tool to see, if we thought something was off, maybe did they think something was off? If we thought it was spot on, but the numbers were kind of bad, kind of go from there. That's the good thing about CBA. And of course, all the cooking bodies have, good things and bad things. So definitely find the one you like, try them all. Don't stick to one. That's a good thing about it. You just look for the cook-offs. Local to us, the ones that we like. That's what I go for.
Absolutely, and I think that's the key, is to try it all, because you want to. If you have envisioned in lights of being at the American Royal or the Jack Daniel's one, they're gonna do it different than anywhere else. So it's good to go out there, test your recipes against different cooks, against different people, different judges, different scoring, and that way you kind of well-rounded your skills. I mean, that's a good tip for thought there, because we definitely do. I mean, nobody wants to stick with one. It's hard to stick with one because just they travel. CBA was in Oklahoma a couple of weeks ago, so it is you could travel, which gas is not as high, prices are high, so definitely don't be afraid to venture off and do another cook-off, another category, another kind of run association, for sure.
Oh yeah, that is for sure. But yeah, we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back with our second segment, talking charcoal, diving into whatever else we can talk about in the backyard. So we'll be right back.
Our favorite vehicles that have been in a movie. Now, here's the premise: it has to have 4 wheels. It can't be like a hovercraft, like a man. You can't say I want a flying Mandalorian or some shit like that. All right, I'm saying it has to have 4 wheels in a movie. And I know I said sci-fi, but when I meant sci-fi, I meant like a floating hovercraft. Okay.
Said no sci-fi.
No.
So,
when I said no,
if anybody chooses a vehicle from a sci-fi film, disqualification.
Oh hell, it's gonna break loose.
No, that is
exactly.
He just told you.
I will screenshot the stuff.
I know when I meant no sci-fi stuff, I meant like, because Dean, you always will be like, okay, well, I want to pick the flying. You can't be a flying thing. It has to be 4 wheels. I said, look, 4 wheels vehicle in a movie.
No sci-fi.
But,
so
but it can't
no
be
Knight
like,
Rider.
No
DeLorean.
Shut up.
Yeah. Hey.
No Millennium Falcon.
Take sci-fi out of it then. Then don't.
Yep.
Welcome back. Let's dive right into this segment. We call it Inside the Pit. We debuted it last week. It was a good success. Let's keep it going here. And we're talking charcoals. We're going to talk about anything. And last week we talked about the binders, and we said no binders. Some people use binders. They use, olive oil, mayo, mustard. So, and again, use what you're comfortable. Use what your family eats. If your family likes it a certain way, do it there. But hey, maybe try one with a different style and see how it comes out. That's definitely something. I may do some ribs, and I may try a binder just to give it a shot. So definitely will. I posed the question before we do anything: what charcoal do people prefer to use? The results are very widespread. I don't think there's really one that's the same. Let's ask you, Randy, what do you prefer charcoal-wise to use?
A charcoal that will light. I use either B&B. Blues Hog has some good ones. Those are the ones I kind of go with. I've used Royal Oak. We started out with Kingsford. I've tried Jealous Devil, Fogo. All of them have their good things and bad things. Certainly try them all. Definitely we grew up around just using Kingsford charcoal, but as you started getting into seeing other charcoals, you realize that one burns and goes out really quick, and it doesn't give off a good flavor versus something else. Whether it be Blues Hog, B&B, Jealous Devil, whatever it is. Kingsford has its good things, but some of them it's not very good. Same thing with Royal Oak, in my opinion. The briquettes are good. The lump charcoal is hit or miss. But those are what I use is mainly B&B and Booze Hogs.
Before we go into all of that, what's the difference between the lumps and the briquettes and just your straight charcoal?
Yeah, so the lump is just basically bigger pieces of wood. The briquettes are, they're all compressed. They burn longer. Sometimes they burn hotter, so that's why you get them in their, kind of a shape of, a square versus, as like a can. Those are basically the kind of the difference of it. It's going to either, charcoal is going to be one of those two versions, whether it be lump or be briquettes. Depending on what you're using, whether if you're, cooking a long cook, you can certainly go with a briquette versus a lump. If you're cooking hot and fast, you can definitely go with either or. Just grilling, you can just go with, lump, and it won't. You can't go wrong with either one. You just got to find the one you like.
And that's the way to do it. Certain people, as I'm looking at some of the answers here, B&B lump came up, B&B briquettes came up. So that's definitely it. I do see a lot of people, whether it's TikTok, YouTubers, love the briquettes over just your standard charcoal. There, you did mention the Jealous Devil lumps. The Royal Oak briquettes got mentioned in there. One said B&B charcoal is his go-to for lump and briquette, so he uses them both. Lump burns hot and clean, and briquettes are most consistent brand that he's tried. So definitely have good things there. Another one said he uses hickory or pecan mixed with post oak after the first smoke for a longer burn. So not right there. Then some said Kingsford applewood or cherry wood briquettes, peach, pecan, cherry, maple are there on it, and then another Jealous Devil lump and pecan wood, so kind of a mixture of that. And then one had Kingsford Professional when using charcoal, pecan, and post oak, or if he's going to do a stick burn from there. So definitely got some great answers. And like I said, there's no real wrong one. It's just kind of inquiring about what do you like to use for you. So me, I probably, like I said, I don't know. I haven't decided on what charcoal and stuff. When I finally fire up the Weber kettle, finally get it going, we'll have to see. May take you with me and we'll pick something out that'll be good for that. But we'll definitely check it out and see from there. And I'll let you know. I'll definitely let y'all know what I use. But I think B&B is probably where we're going to go because, like I said, I've just heard some things on Kingsford here and there. So that's just my personal 2 cents on it from there. But did you get any responses anywhere else from yours?
Yeah, I mean, it's all pretty much B&B. Jealous Devil is a wide one. Some people still stick with Kingsford. There's nothing wrong with it. I just kind of learned along the ways that it's not the best thing to use if you're using this hamburgers and hot dogs, something really, really quick. Certainly, you can go with it. But charcoal is like meat. You're gonna pay for good quality charcoal. You're gonna have to look at it that way. The best one is always gonna be kind of more expensive. It just kind of depends on what you're definitely doing. Go with your preference. Use try them all. Try different ones. Just don't stick with one of them. Because that's a good thing about it. They all have good things, bad things on every single one of them. Like I said, yeah, just try them. Find one that you like.
That's not a bad idea. If you go, with your Kingsford, regular Kingsford, you're just going to do a thing of hot dogs and hamburgers, something real close, real quick, and real easy. I would say that's probably a good bet, budget-wise. And then, you can still add your wood chips to it. I know you use the wood chips. Some people have said in the comments, so we can just go into that. The pecan, the cherry, the apple, the maple. I think you use which ones do you use? Which one?
Pecan, post oak, or cherry wood.
Yeah, and
I gotta buy.
And that's going to give you a different flavor and a different taste too. So that's not a bad idea. If I'm going to do some ribs, you're going to do some ribs, or you're going to brisket, pork butt, whatever. Then you bring out your briquettes and stuff because you know you're going to smoke it for a while. You're going to be out there drinking, smoking cigars. Oh, that's what I'm going to be doing on there for a while. But that's not like I said, not a bad idea. Like I said, you got a bunch of people posting it on this. So definitely be on the lookout and hit us up. Say, hey, I use this, and let us know what you use as far as your charcoal and stuff. And give us your tips and tricks because you can never have too much knowledge on it. Because you're definitely going to try some of these for sure. I'm excited to get out there and cook on it. And like I said, if I'm just doing hamburgers, hot dogs, probably just straight up charcoal, Kingsford, burn it hot. If I'm going to do some chicken wings or something where I'm going to smoke them a little bit, that's maybe where I break out some briquettes or something like that. B&B probably more than likely, but you're right. Everything comes with the cost. Yep. You can certainly get the little Kroger brands or off brands, and you know you pay for what you get for sure. Is the way to go on there. But what else you got? Charcoal wise.
Yeah, I mean charcoal wise. I mean, you know. Don't use lighter fluid. You know, I don't use it no more. You know, get you some tumbleweeds. You know, something. Whether it's like butcher paper, you can take some butcher paper, dip it in oil, put it under and light it that way. You know, because you know certainly if you go way too heavy on the lighter fluid, some of that chemicals will kind of stay on there. I know some of them, you know, they're odorless. But I mean, honestly, you don't want it on your food. So if you are going to use lighter fluid, certainly let it burn longer than what you would to get all that chemicals and everything out. So that way when you do put the meat on, you can just get the natural flavor of the meat and the rubs and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely use some tumbleweed, some, you know, quick starts, something like along those lines to kind of build that fire and make sure it is white hot before you start throwing some meat on there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely a proponent of no lighter fluid. Use that, like I said, use the wood, the tumbleweeds and stuff. You tried one that you got with the little skulls from the Louisiana guy. I can't think of his handle. Salt cracker or something like that. Forget it. I could be wrong. He makes his own out there, and all those things are, you can get them pretty much anywhere that they sell grills or sell the charcoal. And it comes with where you use the tumbleweeds, and usually you can put one in the chimney starter, one or two, light them, give it about 30 minutes or so, and your coals are going to be right where you need it. And then those will then get your other coals as you add, for sure. So yeah, definitely no lighter fluid. I haven't come across anybody that's used it. I've seen some crazy videos where they're using lighter fluid left and right. So, but I would not use it just because it can be dangerous as well. And I think it will affect your meat the way you taste. It could. They say it burns off and it doesn't, but it's just me, my personal thing. I wouldn't do it. If you do it, hey, more power to you. No harm, no foul. I'm not mad at you. But
your preference.
If your family loves it and eats it, like I said, that's all that matters. And again, in this day and age, it's all about what you're doing. You're not at a competition when you're cooking in the backyard. You're cooking for your family, making sure they get the food they need, and that's all that matters. So, but yeah, I think I like it. Like I said, I like the starters, the tumbleweeds that you do, and they don't have to be specific. I know we mentioned him a lot. Larry comes on there. He likes to buy the green because he's got the big green egg. He likes to buy the green egg thing. Once we showed him the tumbleweeds, he's now gone away, save money because it's cheaper. Because anything with big green eggs will have a price tag to it, cheaper. And he said he works just as fine and it suits himself. So he's somebody that gave it a shot, and he went for it. So I'm a proponent for it, and we'll go from there. Do you anything else you would like to add?
Yeah, no, that's it on charcoal. I mean, yeah, if you let us know your preference on there, you know, what you started out with, why you use what you use, you know, we're always curious to see, why people like a certain brand, why they don't like a certain brand, whatever the case may be is. So definitely let us know that. Same thing with, Easter coming up. What are y'all cooking?
What are you cooking?
I'm not cooking nothing.
I gotta cook for Tennessee family. You gonna cook for my family?
I mean, no, you mean you're coming over and cooking for our family? You cooking for our family?
I don't want hot dogs and hamburgers again.
No.
No, wow. No, hey, that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. And that's what we do. That's the cool thing about it. Yeah, let us know what you usually. Do y'all have any go-to? I don't think we have any go-to for Easter. We'll be at church that day just because we've been getting better at going. But then we will see. We haven't been in 2 weeks. We didn't go to the past Sunday. I'm not gonna lie. Forgive me, Jesus. But I don't think we have any traditions. I think the one thing we like to do is crack the eggs on top of your head. The ones with the confetti on there. So those are usually pretty fun, except for we get a little too into it and give people concussions and stuff. So, but hey, Eden's old enough now; she can get one. So.
I think besides that, the only thing else we always have is the deviled eggs. Usually we always have. Our nieces and nephews always told us, have to go trick or treating, or not trick or treating, egg hunting for whatever reason. I mean, they're grown, so they still probably do it again.
They'll do it just because let Eden do it. Plus, I mean, we started incorporating money into some of those, so that's why they kind of go after it, because we had some with some money in it. So, especially with like Mason's driving and Brooklyn comes or whatever, it's just kind of fun. It's still to do it, but you mentioned deviled eggs. I think it was your boy from Blazing Star Barbecue, or it might not have been the deviled eggs wrapped in bacon.
I don't like deviled eggs, so I won't try it.
I don't know. It has too much mustard. I'm not a mustard fan. I'm not a mustard fan.
I hadn't seen that video, but yeah.
I don't know. It may not have been him.
It
may not have been him, but he doesn't. I don't know. It may not have been him, but we'll have to see. You definitely shoot us your stuff. What did you have for Easter? Yep. What do you like to do tradition-wise as far as stuff? I'm hoping, anybody that gets Eden an Easter basket will be willing to keep it, because we don't need 85 baskets coming this way. So that's what we're looking for there. But it'll be fun to watch her pick up some Easter eggs, see if she can concept it. Still only 1.5. Still be about 1.5 by then. So we'll see. But I don't have anything else Easter-wise, charcoal-wise. Like I said, I will be posting what we cook on. I'll show you some pictures on it. So definitely check us out at Damn That's Good with Big Slings Barbecue on my page, Junior Salinas. Or definitely hit us up on TikTok, because we'll show it out there, and Randy can laugh if it's like he made this. So
I will be laughing. You got that right. I will be.
What do we do? It's like the barbecue broker says. You gotta be able to bust your chop, break your ball, like they say up north. But we'll have to see. Like I said, I'm excited for it to just get out there, break off the rust a little bit, and do it. And if I can cook it on there, maybe I'll throw some steaks on there and get in this steak competition they got. But if the kids cook, so we'll see if we can find somebody to do it. Get Derek out there with Blakely or something. See if she can out there cook a steak for us. But we'll see. But let's take a quick break. We'll be back with our last segment of the day. We'll be back.
What's the big
Morbius?
One?
I'm trying to look it up. Sonic is going to be big. I mean, the first one, I don't think people thought was going to be a hit. Everybody obviously everybody had some major issues with the render. They had to re-render the character. This time they're adding tails, and just before, and I don't know if it's like just a promo.
Knuckles too.
Knuckles, yeah. I don't know if it's a promo or just a way to kind of get people to be in on this movie. But Jim, that this is probably going to be his last appearance on screen.
Oh wow. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Hey, Troy, you watching Morbius this Friday?
I probably got to work, but if I don't have to work, yeah.
Okay. All right.
You want to go watch Morbius?
Ambulance.
I'll go
Ambulance.
Ooh, Ambulance, yeah.
Ambulance.
Dean, do you want to watch it too? Are you able to make it out? Oh, you're on mute. I can't hear you.
Not gonna go see that.
You're not going to go see it?
No.
I probably avoid it as well.
Morbius, really?
It's terrible.
Oh
They
no,
say
no,
it's
no!
terrible.
I was talking about. I'm probably gonna watch Morbius for sure.
I'll watch Morbius when it's on HBO. I'm not gonna waste gas or money or anything to go see that. The reviews are in, and I have no interest in it.
Really? They said it was terrible?
In fact,
Oh yeah, it got a 14 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, God.
I only want to see Jared Leto sing from now on, pretty much. Even though I did watch a really good movie he was in, and he did an awesome
30 Seconds
job.
to Mars is amazing.
But I love 30 Seconds to Mars. That's the
Yeah, I do
favorite thing
too.
he does.
We should go to a concert.
Yeah, he I saw a meme that
House
came
of
out that
Gucci
he's
was
in
really
the
good.
2 of the worst comic book movies.
I want to see that. I
House
want
of
to see
Gucci.
House of Gucci.
It's good.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's good.
All right. Let's do it to it. One of our favorite segments of the thing is we break it down. What we talk about around the pit, or when we're outside just waiting for the meat to come, or we're actually, sometimes we just grab the meat straight from the grill, blow on it a couple times, and then burn our tongues and our esophagus because it's so hot right off the grill. Drink a beer, wash it down, and repeat. That's just what we do. I don't know we're not the only ones that do it, so don't leave me high and dry saying do it. I know some of y'all do it from there, but we like to talk about, the one thing we talk about is football, and it's because we're in Texas. It's football season all year round. It's barbecue season all year round. We've got some other things going, so we want to do, hopefully, we'll send some good wishes right now. Our nephew Mason is in the regional fishing tournament, sorry. One of the places where we are a sponsor of his fishing team, and he's in the regional tournament. He has been doing a outstanding job, is ranked really high. I think he was in the top 10 in the DFW, the North Texas area, for a fisherman, for bass.
Yeah, he was number 12.
Number 12. And he's done it before. Hopefully he can do it again here, get to state, where this is where he kind of just unlucky. Sometimes he had a good showing one year, I think his freshman year, but he had nobody else in his boat. Usually it's a 2-team boat, and he had nobody else to help him compete with these schools that have 2 teams, two fishermen. So this year he's got it. A good friend of his, and so they've been kicking butt, taking names. Hopefully they can do it again this weekend. So we'll give you updates. I say good luck to them and the Melissa fishing team this weekend. As far as topics go, and we're going to bring up the Cowboys here, and I'm calling out the good day for football thing that still believe.
Hold on, before you do, I just want to say something. Shout out to the Los Angeles Lakers. Thank you for not making the playoffs.
That's right. You took it out of my mouth.
That's right. And from my Spurs fans out there, my fellow Spurs fans, go Spurs, go. Let's get it past, the play-in game this year. But hey, to see the Spurs make the playoffs and the Lakers not make the playoffs, that was a highlight of my day when that happened. And probably the year. I mean, that's just funny to me that you had a super team in LeBron, Davis, Westbrook not make the playoffs. We're talking about championship, and
they thought they were, as soon as that team got put together, I was one of them. I will raise my hand. If you go on YouTube, you'll see me actually physically raise my hand. I thought they were, when you had that team together, we were like, dang, wow, they're going to the finals, and they didn't even make the playoffs. But paper doesn't win you anything. All it does, it can win you a way home. And that's what it is. And, that's the one thing I think when you say that, I have hope for the Cowboys is sometimes when you're that good on paper, you don't win because there's so much expectation. People say the Rams, they look at the defenses and that. Are they that good on paper where they don't have backups? They're so worried about the starters. They don't have quality backups because what if somebody gets hurt? Somebody bound to get hurt. But going back to my rant, before I was rudely interrupted, going back to the good day for football is that they're true believers in the Cowboys. I'm a diehard. I'm DC4L. I may make videos about me cheering for the team, but at the end of the day, I will ride and die with my Cowboys. I right now, on the day we recorded this, which is April the 6th, have zero faith in our front office to do anything positive. They decided, let's raise the ticket prices, but let's lower the talent level. How do we trade Amari Cooper for a fifth? Don't get anything. Don't go sign Wagner. Don't go sign Von Miller or anybody else. And yet these other receivers that aren't as good as Amari are going for third-round picks, second-round picks, first-round picks. And yet we gave him away for a fifth-round pick. You don't let the other one fool you where we got a 6, because we gave up a 6 too. So they just kind of washed it out in that regard. I don't get it. I don't have any faith in the team. Maybe Jerry's saving up because he's got to pay that girl all that money for back child support. So I don't know. What's your thoughts?
I think they're saving up for next year, and the year after, because you got to remember when you're in a salary cap league, you can't pay people, like Stephon Diggs. You can't pay him $104 million. Pay your quarterback, pay your running back, pay your receivers. You can't continue to pay everybody whatever they want without having the repercussions of losing guys. I think they're finally seeing the writing on the wall and saying, wait a minute, we need to cut back. Because what if, we want to sign Parsons? What if you want to sign CeeDee Lamb? What if you want to sign this person? What if you want to sign that person? Well, if you save up now, you're able to put those pieces in together. Certainly, we're not making the Super Bowl this year. There's no Super Bowl talk. If you're a real Cowboy fan, you should know you aren't making the Super Bowl. Go ahead and get that out of your head. We're not making the Super Bowl.
I don't think we make the Super Bowl as long as Dakota Prescott is our quarterback. And I'm going on record right now saying that. I'm not a fan. And I've said it time and time again, and I always say it to when we watch the games. We need to record us watching the games. We really do. Because we will all say if he's not accurate in his first 3 passes, if he goes 0 for 3 and not 3 for 3, it's going to be a long game. If he completes any one of the 3 passes, just 1 for 3 or 2 for 3, we're going to be in a tight game. But if he hits all 3 accurate 3 for 3 to start the game, it's going to be a blowout. And it's only going to be when we're playing the Commanders or whoever else we're playing. And if he's off, then forget it. He doesn't recover. He doesn't adjust. He doesn't do anything like that. How many times do you see like Aikman or Romo or something? They start the game bad, but yet they finish good.
Yep.
He'll finish good when it's garbage time because it's a blowout. That's the way what I believe.
Emmitt Smith come out and said Cowboys have talent-wise, all the talent they could want. But they don't have the mental capability. They're not able to adjust. They're not able to adapt. And he's, said something in there, talent is great on paper, but that doesn't win you games. And that's true. When it comes to big games, our talent level, cease to exist sometimes. Trading Cooper, yeah, it hurts, but if your quarterback's not to give him the ball, if your offensive coordinator's not going to scream him open like, with Cooper Kupp, why do you have him on the field? There's no point in having him on the field if you're not going to give him the ball. You take a look at Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, great. But guess what? When you take him out of the game, that offense seeks to exist. Just like Cooper. You take Cooper out of the game, you take CeeDee Lamb out of the game. Who are the Cowboys? We're relying on our third, fourth, fifth, and sixth receivers and our tight ends. We're not going to go very far. 0-17. Let's go from that number 1 pick. No.
Let's just do it. Let's go for the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah, no, I say that jokingly, but they'll make the playoffs. They'll for sure make the playoffs, but
they'd screw it up. If anybody can find a way to screw up the number 1 pick in the draft, it would be the Cowboys. And it's not even really the Cowboys. A lot of it's Stephen Jones right now. He's calling the shots. He is a firm believer in let me protect my draft picks because that's who we picked. That's who we scouted. He doesn't like free agency. He still shops at the dollar tree or the $1.25 tree, whatever they're charging now. And he's not willing to shop at anything else. He doesn't. He wants to bargain shop. The Rangers have done it for years, and look where they're at. They finally this year spent some money. Let's see how they do. Their season's about to kick off. So let's see. Like I said, we'll see what they can do as we move forward. But the Cowboys right now, like I said, I don't have much hope in this next season, but I don't have much hope in their front office at all. I just don't believe in. I don't believe they're going to do the right. At the end of the day, they're going to do what's good for their pocketbook, which is most owners. Let's just not say Jerry and the Cowboys, but most owners are going to do what's good for their pocketbook. The Cowboys definitely will, and then they're going to raise rates on us because they know people are still going to pay it to go see. And one of us is our uncles. They're still going to overpay to go see it, and that's one thing I will say we are good at not doing. Just not going to do it.
Well, I'll watch it at home. Especially I ain't paying no $10 for a beer.
Yeah, exactly. We went to the rodeo. What was it like? $10.50, $9.50 for beers.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? If I gotta go to the bathroom, I go right there. I gotta wait in line. I gotta walk away.
Yep.
I ain't gonna do nothing like that. I ain't gonna do nothing. So we'll see. Like I said, Rangers kick off April the 8th. This Friday against the Blue Jays. Do you have any expectations for the Rangers?
I mean, let's have a better year. Let's improve. I didn't watch hardly any games last year because, on paper, I knew they were trash. But this year, definitely we'll tune into a game every now and then. We'll see. There's no expectations, like I said, just do better, continue to improve. Don't get rid of everyone just because, you're sorry. Build your team up and build for the future.
Absolutely, and I think that's it right there. They're building up. They signed some guys, big name stars that are still in their prime to big contracts. They're really trying to focus on pitching finally. So, like I said, I'm not really concerned this year, maybe not even next year, but I think the year after is when we're going to start to be competitive and really go after, hopefully, a championship. But at least let us keep cheering. Is all I ask is let us keep cheering and thinking we have a shot. Come June. Yep. Just June. Because usually by June, we're 12 games out of it already. It's over. It's a wrap. So we'll see. We'll definitely have to make it to a game out there. I'm just kind of glancing at the schedule of the first one. First month and stuff. Maybe not the first month, but it'll go out there. It's indoors. So it's when it's 100 degrees outside, it's nice and cool on the inside. So that's the one thing on it. No. Maybe we'll go when they play the Yankees Pit Life crew. We know the barbecue broker and Johnny Maggs, they're huge Yankees fans. They say they're not, but we know the truth. We all know the truth.
I just want to go on the record, Maggs and Greg, I didn't tell you that was Junior that said that.
We'll go. Hey, time to come on down when they play the Red Sox, and we can all go to a game. We'll get a big old group of us. We'll do a group seat. Yeah. We'll get everybody in the barbecue bit out here, and we'll do that. We'll tailgate with, of course, some delicious barbecue. We can go when they play the Red Sox. We've actually been when they've done the Red Sox. We actually got to see Pedro and Kurt Schilling the year they won it. They were here in Dallas. We caught a doubleheader. So ducked out of a friend's wedding for it, but we did it nonetheless. But let's wrap it up. What is your final thought?
Well, I don't want to wrap it up.
We don't have to.
I mean, I ain't never got no final thoughts. I mean,
what are your final thoughts? The Mavericks going to beat those Spurs.
We're not even going to make it out of the playing game. I mean, I'm just happy that
they made the playing game.
That we made the playing game. I mean, that's what I'm happy about. The Lakers didn't make it. LeBron, gets a set from home and complain. He's already looking for, forward to playing with his son. So LeBron watch, whoever dressed Bronny James, LeBron's coming to you. My advice
Be
is
in the
don't
draft
do it.
this year?
This year, next year, I don't know. I don't care. I don't even think he's gonna go number one, but he probably will because who his daddy is. But anyway, final thoughts. As always, check us out on all the social media sites: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. But we never post on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter if you want. Maybe we'll post every now and then. Check out our barbecue products. Working on some other things. They're gonna stay a secret. You can keep asking, but they're gonna be kept a secret until they get released.
I'm quit asking.
Yeah,
I'm quit asking.
Yeah, because you got the same answer. No, your bad business. Give our products a try. BigSalinsBarbecue.com. On all our social media sites, you can click the link. You can order, put in your catering orders, whatever it is. You got questions, hit us up. Let us know. If you got a business shout out, let us know. Again, my small business shout out of the week was United Hell Pros. You got hail damage in DFW. Be sure to check them out. United Hell Pros. That's my final thoughts. What you got?
My final thoughts, again, on the day, Able Appliance Repair, Chris Bustos, our producer, our mad producer, had a great experience with them. They will do anything you have inside your house appliance-wise. They will hook it up. They will fix it. AbleApplianceRepair.com. Go hit us up. Go hit them up, and you will be all set. They are Better Business Bureau certified. I do have a interesting thought. May 18th. We're looking, I've got to get the location. We got to get some stuff, final thoughts. We will be, if you ever wanted to try our sauce, try our rubs, try anything, but you don't want to do it, we're going to be up at a movie theater, buy their food. You'll be able to come sample our sauce, sample our rubs, and buy them right then and there. We will be answering questions, potentially getting a panel of some people together to answer some more questions of a wide variety of people here local. Not to be confused with the one we want to get nationwide, which we're still trying to hammer those things in. But we'll be out there selling their sauce, selling our rubs, where you can try it. Let us know. We can get that instant feedback. Plus, we get to watch whatever movie. Randy's going to pick Frozen. Let's not let him do Frozen, please, because he loves to sing all the songs. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Let it go.
Let's not let him do it. And you hear his voice. But we'll get you the date, time, everything. Right now it's May 18th. Let us know if you want to be a part of that panel, talking barbecue, answering some questions for the masses. If you just want to show up, let us know, and we can do that for there. And again, also, what movie would you like to watch on the big screen? Maybe it's an old one, you have never seen it on the big screen, you want to watch it, let's hit us up at BigSalinasBarbecue.com or Big Salinas on all the social medias, or of course at Damn That's Good with Big Salinas Barbecue. Last thing I have, again, what I'm going to be doing this week, when I'm doing some cooking, I'm going to be doing it with love and passion. So whatever you're doing, do it with love, do it with passion, and we will see you down the road.
Yep.
The original 5 levels are big, healthy, husky, fluffy, and damn. People ask, what could be bigger than damn?